Good afternoon, everybody. We are halfway through week 3. I cannot even believe how fast this week is going by. Hopefully you guys saw my post earlier about our cumulative weight loss so far. From the beginning, the starting weights to week 2, we have already lost 135 pounds cumulatively as a group, which is so awesome. I put the goal out there of hopefully trying to get to 200 pounds by the time this challenge is over. That's only 2 to 3 more pounds per person on average by the end of this challenge. So hopefully I think we'll be able to do it. I think it's a really realistic goal, but just wanted to kind of keep you guys updated on where we are. Y'all are doing really great. So with that said, I did want to touch on a topic today that may be coming up for some of you as a bit of a struggle. So plateaus. This is something that I want to hit on before anybody gets to that point, because I think it's really important to know why we hit plateaus and what we can do to overcome them. So first of all, if you get to the point in the next couple weeks where you have a week that you don't lose any weight, I do not want you to get discouraged, and I don't want to hear any negative self-talk because it's not going to help the situation. Plateaus are a completely normal process during any type of weight loss effort. Even like the most athletic people go through weight loss plateaus. It is not possible for the body to just continually lose weight week after week after week after week. Human body weight loss goes more in a staircase. So we'll lose weight, we stop, we lose weight, we stop, we lose weight. Now, the amount of time we are in a plateau is different for everybody. The reason why we're in a plateau is different for everybody. So hopefully I can hit on some of those things today. So first of all, one of the reasons that you might hit a plateau in this process is if you've already lost some weight. So just keep in mind, as you take up less space in the atmosphere, as your body mass decreases, so does the amount of calories you burn. So one thing to keep in mind is that for every 10% of weight loss you have, you need to reduce your calories by about 20%. So just to kind of put some numbers with this, so for instance, if you are at 150 pounds and you lose 10% of your weight, which is 15 pounds, you need to drop your calories by 20%. So if you were eating a 1,500 calorie diet and you were able to lose that 15 pounds, well, now your metabolism is slowing down just because you're a smaller person. So you're going to have to drop your calories down by about 300 calories to continue to lose weight. So just kind of keep that in mind. Not that everybody's tracking calories, but it's just something that you need to adjust for if you do have a significant amount of weight that you have lost. So secondly, reason number 2, you're getting fitter, and that's a great thing. But what that also means, and I touched on this before, is that your body becomes very efficient. Our bodies tend to adapt really quickly to changes that are happening. So if you are working out more and at first it was really hard for you to do and you were burning a lot of calories because your body was using a lot of energy to do that workout, and now here we are 3 or 4 weeks into this process and that same workout isn't as hard, that means that you're getting in shape, but you're also not burning as many calories. You don't have that high calorie output that you did before. So you have to make some changes to your workout as well. So you need to use the FIT principle. That's FITT, which means that every 4 to 6 weeks, you need to be changing your workout. And I mentioned this already, either the frequency, the intensity, the time, or the type of exercise that you're doing. Any one of those things need to change up. It can even just be the smallest change, just so that your body kind of tricks your body from adapting to that exercise and getting too comfortable and not burning those calories anymore. So we need to keep challenging ourselves. Okay, that's really the only way that we're going to continue to burn those calories. And then lastly, your body sometimes just needs to rest, and it needs to adjust to the metabolic changes that are happening with gaining muscle, losing fat. Sometimes it just needs a little bit of time to reset, and that is absolutely normal. That actually means that your body is making progress, so it's not a bad thing. It might be frustrating when you get on the scale, but it's just a process that has to happen. So one thing that I really encourage you to do, I have my patients do this too. I really, in this process, would like you to set some non-weight-based goals. This is part of the reason why I had you write out goals at the beginning of the workbook, because you can't always base your progress just on the scale alone. Sometimes the scale doesn't move. Sometimes it's not fully giving the whole picture of what's going on. So it could be as simple as, like, I'll tell you, for me, I cannot do push-ups. Like, that is a huge weakness for me. So if I make a goal, like in the next month, I'm really going to focus on push-ups, and I want to be able to do 10 push-ups in a row without being on my knees, like, that is a goal of mine. That is a gauge for me to know that I'm growing in strength regardless of what the scale says, and that's a really big goal for me. So just kind of think about some of those things that you can set goals for yourself, whether it's with your endurance and your walking or running, your strength goals, just something that shows that you're making physical progress without it necessarily being an accomplishment on the scale. So that way you can stay motivated even if you do have weeks where the scale doesn't move. And sometimes that plateau might last for weeks at a time. Now, if you've gone a month and the scale hasn't budged, then it's going to be time to relook at calories and maybe dropping down or increasing your workouts. If you can't drop your calories anymore, we might need to adjust your workout so you burn more calories. But definitely don't get discouraged if it's just 1 week or 2 weeks that the scale doesn't move, because that's totally normal. It's your body just kind of resetting its what is called a set point at a new weight. So the body will try to fight to keep you at that weight for a little bit, but if you stay consistent and stay with it, it will start losing again. So just be encouraged by that. As we go into this week 3 weigh-in, hopefully nobody hits a plateau at this point, but I just want to forewarn you, just kind of already know in your head that is a normal part of the process, and not to get discouraged if that happens. So if you have any other questions or need any other input, if that becomes an issue for you later on down the line, you know where I sit. You can come and see me and we'll talk about it. All right, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll be talking soon.